Folks, we are almost at that time of the year again. The NHL draft is officially 3 days away. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Faceoff. In this video, we are going to be bringing you our mock draft for the 2024 NHL draft. In this video, you'll find a lot more information about the players, and you'll also find a lot of cool takes from us and our thoughts on this year's NHL draft. So without further ado, let's get started on the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. The San Jose Sharks will select
Macklin Celebrini. Now, is this a surprise to anyone? Absolutely not. Listen, you look on our thing that we made here, the first thing I see is the projection. Sidney Crosby. Are you kidding me? If this guy lives up to the hype he could be one of the best players in the NHL. He's a great two-way center, and as you see, he's one of the best college players ever scouted. He has franchise potential. He is going to be the number 1 center for the Sharks for the next 15 years.
And for the number 2 overall pick, we have Artem Levshinov to the Chicago Blackhawks. This guy has the highest potential of any defenseman in the draft. You can see it. Look how many assists he has in the NCAA. In 38 games, he put up 35 points. Fantastic. He's also big body, 6'2", 188. Chicago fans, he's going to be an exciting player to watch and to develop.
A little bit of a hot take here for number 3. Sam Dickinson is going to be an Anaheim Duck. You can see the point totals that Dickinson put up. 70 points in 68 games in the OHL is great as a defenseman. 52 assists. He is a big physical defenseman. He has a great breakout pass. He can be a rush stopper and a rush starter. Projection could be Shea Theodore.
For the number 4 overall pick to the Columbus Blue Jackets, we have none other than Ivan Demidov, who fell a little bit, but for a few different reasons. I mean, one, he has that extra year or so in Russia, and he could even extend, so it could be like a Michkov situation. Teams might pass on him a little bit. That's why we have him going number 4 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. He has the most potential in the draft class. He has elite hands, and he is an elite playmaker as well.
At number 5, we have a guy that is absolutely massive as a power forward. He is an absolute power forward. He's a bona fide power forward. He uses his big body, 6'3", 214, to drive to the net. We're talking about none other than Caden Lindstrom. Caden Lindstrom is going to go to the Habs at number 5. My Habs get a power forward that can be on the team for a bunch of years while they're contending. Take a couple years to get into the swing of things, and then he's going to be there for a while.
At number 6, to the Utah Hockey Club, their first draft pick in history, we have Zane Parik. So, in the WHL, in 66 games, he put up 96 points as a defenseman. He's an elite offensive defenseman that can be a power play quarterback at the NHL level. Where have we heard that before? Maybe a few years back? Oh, I remember. None other than Cale Makar. Zane Parik could be that guy for the Utah Hockey Club.
At number 7, we have a guy that just seems like it's an Ottawa pick. I don't know why. I just get the vibes that Berkeley Canton will go to Ottawa at number 7. Berkeley Canton seems just like a guy that Ottawa would take. He had an unhealthy amount of points in the WHL with the Spokane Chiefs. To score 116 points in 68 games is crazy in your draft year, so that definitely made him rise up a bunch of boards. He could be the steal of the draft.
And at number 8, to the Seattle Kraken, another defenseman, we got Anton Silyev. You know, the point totals might not all have been there, but he has played in the KHL in his rookie year as a full-time KHLer, which is fantastic. Also, something I might mention, he is 6'7", 207 pounds. That's something that a lot of teams might be looking at, and one guy that he could be is Zdeno Chara. Adding a guy like Silyev to the Kraken blue line would really boost them defensively, and could, if they develop him well, could be their next number 1 defenseman.
Calgary Flames, you're getting Jerome's son. TJ Ginla is going to be a Calgary Flame. Listen, this is just going to happen. If TJ Ginla is on the board at 9 and the Calgary Flames don't select him, it's going to feel really weird. I just feel like Calgary has to select a guy that was so good for their franchise son, and it's just a perfect fit. Listen, you get a scorer with top-line potential that can be a really consistent player at the NHL level, and I feel like Calgary also needs what TJ Ginla can give them.
And for the number 10 overall pick for the New Jersey Devils, we did not go defenseman, we went forward, and that guy is none other than Beckett Seneca, the biggest riser in this year's NHL draft. Imagine this: an elite playmaker, an ankle-breaking winger with overwhelming confidence with a puck, alongside a guy like Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Nico Hischier, and I can keep going on. Beckett Seneca, adding that guy to your top 6, Devils fans, could be something special for the years to come.
Buffalo fans, you're getting a guy that's really intriguing. Really, really intriguing. Probably the most intriguing guy in the draft. Listen, Cole Eiserman put up 58 goals in 57 games. He is a sniper. He puts the puck in the back of the net. I'm saying intriguing because he wasn't selected for the World Juniors. There was something there I didn't really quite understand what happened. But Eiserman is going to be a guy that will put the puck in the net. Look at that projection, Cole Caulfield. If he is that for Buffalo, he will be a great player next to Tage Thompson.
And for the number 12th overall pick to the Philadelphia Flyers, you guys are getting Konsta Helenius. He's a very well-rounded player with elite playmaking skills. He's always one step ahead of the play. Where have you heard of Finn with that scouting report? Well, we're talking about Sebastian Aho, another centerman. Could be spectacular for you Flyers fans and could be a number 1 center for years to come.
Now we have a guy that is, you know what, really intriguing. He's a deceptive, intelligent, skilled two-way defenseman. Zeev Boom, you are a Minnesota Wild. We have him projected to Aaron Ekblad because he can put up great offensive production alongside a smooth defensive game. He maybe can grow into his body a little bit more, but he's going to be a really good, Jared Spurgeon type defenseman for the Minnesota Wild.
For the number 14 overall pick, this is a team that has 2 picks in the top 16. This is the San Jose Sharks selecting Carter Yakemchuk. He put up 71 points in 66 games as a defenseman. That is pretty spectacular in the WHL. He has size. He's 6'3", 203, and he has a great shot as well. He also is great on the rush, which gets his team going. A projection with him would be Mike Matheson.
Detroit fans, you're getting a guy that some people think could go into the top 10, but ultimately we have him at 15, Trevor Connolly. Trevor Connolly is a very, very skilled player. He uses his hands in tight spaces. He can score and will also make heads-up passes to teammates in space. You can see it. He puts up goals and assists with the Tri-City Storm. A comparison for Trevor Connolly could be a guy like Matthew Barzal. Trevor Connolly is going to be a very good player at the NHL level.
And for the last pick of this video, the 16th overall pick by the St. Louis Blues, we have them taking Michael Brandsegg-Nygaard. He is a physical forward who can get in the head of his opponents. He also has offensive talent, and eventually, if developed correctly, he will grow into it more. He's a right winger, 6'1", 207 pounds, and we have him being potentially like a guy like Mark Stone.
Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a wild ride making draft content for the last few weeks, but now we're going to focus towards free agency. Listen, there's a couple more days till the draft. Free agency is about to hit. We have a massive, massive free agent preview. We have over 100 guys we're previewing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more hockey content throughout the summer, and we will see you in the next one.